exciting NBA action coming up. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Brunson. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Jackson, the screen. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Jaren Jackson Jr., get that one trending, please.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Out to Beasley. Sacramento passing it around. And that one's good. Thompson.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Sacramento. And he drives in. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Launches it. And it's Brunson with the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Kings making a switch here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Beasley misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Brunson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Beasley for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by James. Oh, got that one up quick. Beasley's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Thompson. George for 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Hawks trailing. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Out to Bridges. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. And Atlanta making a change here. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Sacramento.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Left side, Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Outside Brunson. That three's off the mark.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Hits a three-pointer. Levine's got 5 points.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes. And great job to establish position and square up.
And Atlanta making a change here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the call will be against John Collins. That's his first foul.
John Collins. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot by Levine, no good. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 7-point differential. White for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Now Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Got it off in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings ahead.
The Hawks. 9.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Brian, back over to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix. He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Outside for Levine. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to White. White coming through.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
The Kings lead by 3. On the wing, Levine. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Back to White. Misses in close. And so here's Sacramento. In the second quarter, held scoreless. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And Collins with the slam.
And if you foul a big like Collins, you better not let them get the shot off, or they'll have a chance to put up another point.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Lex, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Brunson. He's got 5. White looking it over. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Just 4 to shoot. Dort's shot is good.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Pass to George. To halt the run. And George with the jam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. George with it. Oh, the teardrop falls in. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
A shooter shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Back to Brunson. Knocks it loose. From deep. Queta pulls it in. The Kings leading. Here's Thompson. Sweet little floater. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Here's Brunson. Ooh, nice D from George.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Thompson, that's good. And it's 8 points for Amen Thompson.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Brunson. White for 3. The shot no good.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Out to James. Outside White. Back to Brunson. To win the cold spell. And the jumper falls for him. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Sacramento leading by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Levine with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Outside Levine. Taking them all on. Levine.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul.
Stolen by Bridges. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sacramento on top, up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
22.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thompson with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's George. Out to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's James. Punching it inside. LeBron.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The kick out to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 9 points.
Finding a way through with his quickness, Brunson gets it done in more ways than one.
Thompson outside. Thompson draws the double. Here's Queta. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up. These are his first free throws of the game. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
Now here's Brunson. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Here's Bridges. LeBron with the rebound. Sacramento leading by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Back over to you.
He's earned it. Allie, thank you. Now here's Jackson. Brunson taking his time here. Nice D from Thompson.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And so here's Sacramento following the three-pointer by Atlanta. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
And so George will bring it up for the Kings. They've led by as many as 11. Thompson, no good. Hawks trail by 8. On the take, Brunson uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 14 points. And stolen by Brunson. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Now here's Beasley. 5 points in the game. Thompson kicks it to George. The 3 is up. The rebound by Atlanta.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Dort for 3. The rebound by Beasley.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
It might not always show up on the stat sheet, but Lou Dort is one of the most feared defenders around, Legs.
Well, he's built like a middle linebacker, and he brings a high level of physicality. B.A., there's a reason he's earned the nickname the Dorture Chamber.
Now here's White. And a big finish by Robinson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Man, one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business? When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Levine. Oh, Zach Levine takes flight.
Oh, man, what a show this guy puts on. Once Levine has momentum behind him, he's clear for takeoff.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach Levine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
And out of bounds. The Kings will take it. The Kings lead by 3. There's a minute 17 left in the third. Outside Whitmore. Levine feeling it out a bit. Shoots over White. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Pass to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Back to White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Assist goes to.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Now here's Simmons. No points so far. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Kings. Paul George. Carter.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Simmons. Oh, it makes it with the kiss. The deep three from Levine. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Sacramento on top, up 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. And stolen by Caruso. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Kings?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Pass to Vucevic. The rebound by the Hawks. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Collins. And he hits it to tie the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They've led by as many as 11. Picked by Vucevic. Left side, Levine. Pass to Whitmore. 5 to shoot. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. And the Kings lead by 2.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And here's Brunson. Shoots over Caruso. It's Brunson working inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Levine. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. And Doug Christie has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Your 916 crew.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen. So don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Thompson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Now here's Dort. James with a steal.
Now this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
The Hawks trailing. Here's Brunson outside. James with the rebound. And James has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Can't get it.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Now here's Bridges.
Neemias Queta, first personal foul, second team foul.
Outside Brunson. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
And it's Sacramento's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's George. Now Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a pick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Brunson fires! Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Back come the Kings in transition. James outside.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Count it!
Oh, easy to see why LeBron has the ball in these moments. He's dependable at coming through for his team.
And stolen by Brunson. Now Bridges for 3. Oh, it's off.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Cleared away by Dort.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, putting in work inside.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Beasley. Now James. Double team on James. 6 on the shot clock. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
Now James. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. Who else but LeBron could pull that off, keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch?
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brunson.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. The Kings making a switch here. He makes the second free throw, and that brings him within 2 here. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 1.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Beasley outside. James outside. Outside George. Now James. Just 5 to shoot. Outside George. Takes a 3. Oh, it misses. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
Substituting on the court.
Picked it out of midair. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.